Filmbuster.
It was the day before your birthday, and it was also the day that was a year since David Lynch died.
That's right.
So the Prince Charles played all of his films all day, and I was off work, so I went to see Ben, and we watched Inland Empire together.
Well.
Yes, we did.
Had you seen it before, Ben? Or this is the first time you seen it?
Yeah, I'd seen it before. Yeah, I'd seen it twice before.
Right.
This is my third.
Heavy.
My third. Yeah.
It's heavy, but it's also like, I don't know if it is heavy. Like the subject's not like, it's just long, and I feel like when you're watching the film, you're just like, this is gonna have to pay off for like a reason why it's so long, and there's so much that happens in it that's not explained, but.
What a surprise!
I mean, how
like that's a surprise.
How are we going to talk about it? Because is this? Should we go spoilers in this?
Put a concept. It doesn't matter. You can't.
Can you spoil this film?
I've had to say, but then you're going to. I was going to say. Anyway,
Laura Dern's character is cast in a remake of an ancient Polish film that was never finished because the leads were murdered, and she and Justin Theroux are cast as the leads. Jeremy Irons is the director of the film. Harry Dean Stanton's his assistant. And the first 45 minutes of the film, you get a sense of what's happening.
I remember
and
that.
It's as they begin to make the film that there is this. Anyway, it's David Lynch, so it's all these parallels and different versions of the self through time and looking back at oneself from another point of view, from within the film and without the film. We had a lot of points to make at the time. I've forgotten half.
I know.
I
feel like we spoke about it so much at the end, but then there's also the thing of I think not loads of the film sticks with you. It's not memorable throughout. It's kind of like already trying to think back to parts of the film now. But yeah, Ben said, watch the first 45 minutes. He said after that, don't even bother trying to make sense of it. Just watch it. And at the end of the film, then you can try and piece it together. But don't try and piece it together as you're going, because then you're just going to fuck yourself up. And you're going to just keep spiraling. But I just used the point of, do you know the beginning of the film, Paul? How well do you remember it?
Not that well.
Okay. At the beginning, she moves into her house, and a Polish lady turns up, and she tells her about what's going to happen. The foreshadowing of the film, she said, last time these people die, this is going to happen. And that's what I just kept in my head. I just kept saying, what she kept saying was almost like that is the plot of the film, and then you're just going to watch it unravel in front of you as she starts to spiral, as all of these things start to happen, the affair, all of those kind of bits. Yeah.
Is it a little bit like a cursed production, as in like this happens every time this production gets done?
Yeah, it's almost like if you take in. I was not prepared for a David Lynch discussion this early in the morning, but if you take into effect all of the things that you discuss and think about throughout Twin Peaks and Twin Peaks: The Return, take some of the core ideas, which is the idea that there are these ancient entities or people who inhabit bodies through time and are always there. Like if you take Bob from Twin Peaks and what he represents and how he manifests through Leland and other characters throughout the show's run, if you take that and imagine that is what's happening anytime someone involves himself in the production of this film, the spirits are connected to the entities in there and they prey on young girls and women and they are the victims. In a way, it's kind of like a criticism. It's very anti-Mulholland Drive, but it's kind of almost like a criticism of movie making in Hollywood and how seedy and dirty it can be manifested through a curse. It's not, and I first to admit, it's not one of my favourite Lynches at all. I really appreciate it more than I enjoy it. But it's like there are a lot of shots, and I mean, we're watching it in a cinema as well, so it's very overwhelming. It's shot on digital, not film as well, so it kind of looks like it's filmed on a camcorder, which works half the time, but like you've got what probably adds up to about 20 to 30 minutes of like just walking down hallways and approaching doors and stuff, and it creates a mood for sure, and the score works, but it's hard. It is hard even for me to stomach. I would be lying if I said it was like one of my favourites.
I never felt as well, I don't know if it's because the setting as well helped, but like I never felt bored, if that makes sense. There's always enough intrigue in everything that's happening. You're like, okay, what? And you're just trying to think, what does this mean? Like it's all kind of connects
of course
enough
you are.
that you can kind of keep with it. it's not like it just loses you completely, and then you're just like, oh, I can't even be bothered anymore because like I've lost this film.
Yeah.
I just remember feeling a bit drained. I just couldn't find.
Yeah, it is a drain. Yes, it's an ordeal, and it's not happy. Like there's nothing that happens in this film. There's nothing.
There's no humour. There's nothing funny.
Exactly. At the end,
the only thing funny is when you hear David Lynch's voice as that guy who's lowering and hiring the crane. That's the only slightly funny thing in there.
And then it kind of also just ends as well, and it is like a bit of like. That's what I mean. That you're watching it all, and you're like, "What is this?" And there isn't one. And then you kind of, we sat afterwards and tried piecing it together. But
I mean, it's definitely one of those ones where immediately when you come out of it, you have to start dissecting it because just like a dream, and this is why I fucking love David Lynch. Obviously, just like a dream, the further away you get from it, the harder it is to recall certain moments and make sense of it. But if you come right out of it, you go, "Oh, right," but I got a feeling of that. But it is true. With a David Lynch film, as we know, you do have to kind of like give yourself over and not try and make sense of it during the process. Just let it wash over you like a meditation, and then at the end reflect on it and say, "Okay, this is what I took from it." And I think ultimately it is just these spirits, these people that recur through time, and it doesn't matter. It essentially doesn't matter whether it's a tiny little production in a rural Polish area making this production or a big Hollywood film. The evil and the energy manifests across all of that, and the people who are the puppets within that are going to suffer just as much. There's very cool moments, like, I don't know if you remember this scene, Paul, a very disturbing, uncomfortable scene where they're rehearsing one of the scenes from the play from the film before they start making it, and then Harry Dean Stanton looks back at the set behind them and said, "Who is that? Someone's over there." And then he goes to investigate and can't find anyone, and then like an hour and a half later in the film, Laura Dern's character
she goes to investigate. She's chasing herself.
Oh, she does, correct.
Yeah,
but it's her. It's later on in the film. It's her looking back at herself.
I remember that scene quite well. The old lady at the beginning and Terry Crews, and I thought that's all I'm going to remember from the fucking film.
Yeah, Terry Crews is a strange one to appear. Yeah, I mean it's definitely not the best. They sing the locomotion in it though. Yeah.
I remember
that, Paul.
Yeah, I do remember that. I have a memory.
And she starts them singing by clicking her fingers like Twin Peaks.
Am I wrong in thinking that the end of the film, they go into a room and there's like loads of characters there, and it's like
yes.
I think there's a character from Mulholland Drive in there.
All the characters from the film are in that final scene. It's possible, yeah.
I just have some sort of memory of
the monkey from
Jack.
What Jack knew,
Jack.
or
Jack.
He's in that final scene. I think I'm glad that I watched it again because it is inaccessible. It is difficult. It's not easy.
It's a puzzle.
It's a puzzle. It's not a satisfying puzzle like Mulholland.
It's more of a maze, I think. It's not even like...
Yeah, it's like a meditation. It is like a meditation. It very much is Lynch without any interference from producers or anyone, just going, I want to make this and I'm going to make it.
And I remember the rabbits. Experimental. The rabbits in a sitcom.
Yes.
Is it?
Oh yeah, shit! I forgot.
Yeah, yeah.
That whole
which is actually a short film, right? That Lynch made. And
it's like 45 minutes. It's 45 minutes. Yeah.
It just keeps reoccurring halfway through the film.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, I'm so glad I watched it in that environment. I don't think it's a film that I would have watched and appreciated if you just watched it on at home. Because again, you would.
Yeah, you need the concentration.
And you just you need to be in a room with and everyone else was like fairly like everyone was in it. There was one person eating popcorn, but that's just one thing.
To be honest, it's one of the most respectful Prince Charles audiences I've been a part of, which is not the case a lot of the time now because like Longlegs and other things that we've been to see, people just like laughing their head off post-ironically all the time. I'm like, shut up.
And Ben, do you want to tell the people more what the Prince Charles provided you that was probably better than the film in your opinion?
It was like they knew my birthday was the next day. Because, and this is a segue, but popped out for a quick wee, and upon returning to the screen, there is a bar downstairs at the Prince Charles that normally has okay beers, and I just cast my eye over to the beer fridge, and they had the best beer that I've ever had in my life. As in, it is hard to get in this country because they have to export it, and they only export it very irregularly and normally in pallets, so you have to buy it in bulk. But they had Allagash White, which is from the Allagash Brewery in Maine, and they had these beers in the fridge there, and I bought one, and I watched a David Lynch film on the eve of my birthday drinking an Allagash White. And I bought one for Adam.
The enjoyment.
Adam didn't realise. Adam thought I was buying the same beer that he'd already had for the beginning of the film. And what was funny was he said, "Yeah, I have the same beer," but he didn't realise because it was dark in the cinema that I bought him this Allagash White. And I could see him every time he took a sip. He kept looking at the cans.
Every time there was a bit of light on the screen, Paul, I was just like trying to catch it because I'm like, it looks the same colour, but it doesn't. And I'm like, what is this beer? It's completely different. But it's very lemony compared to the other one.
What do you rate Inland Empire?
I think I gave it a 7. I think it's just
agreed.
There's enough intrigue and there's enough going on, but I guess
it's 20 years old. My God,
it's not the same monkey.
Is it not the same monkey? I think
it's like
it is.
The monkeys don't. 20 years can't last 20 years, can they?
Can live a while.
I think they can. Hang on.
I thought they lived to like 30 years. Unless he was like 5 and old.
Really?
But don't forget, when he made that
monkeys?
Jack film... mate, and also, it's the same monkey. Not only is it the same monkey from what Jack did and Inland Empire,
Pirates of the Caribbean.
The monkey is also in Fire Walk with Me, the film. I can't even remember the monkey in that. I think the monkey is
just walks by,
the
pedestrian.
Lodge at the
top. Is it his monkey?
Yeah. 3 monkeys. That's Capuchins.
Nice.
It's so fucking mad. It's the same monkey from Friends. Christ, that monkey had a hell of a career.
Right.
You know Ross's monkey in Friends?
And it smokes.
Marcel. What did Jack do? That's the one. Yeah. Do you remember the monkey singing in What Did Jack Do?
At the end, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, weird. God bless
what a guy.
you, David Lynch.
Tales Master.